Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of British coin collecting to reveal the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom One Shilling coins. Some of these historic coins have sold for hundreds, thousands, and even millions of dollars at major auctions because of their rarity, historical importance, mint marks, exceptional condition, or unique minting errors. Let's get started. First up, the 1963 United Kingdom One Shilling coin in damaged condition. Many people discover this historic British coin in old collections, inherited boxes, or pocket change and immediately wonder whether it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. While the 1963 One Shilling is an attractive piece of British history, its actual value depends heavily on its condition, rarity, and whether it has any unusual varieties or mint errors. In this video, we'll explore the history of the coin, its unique features, collector demand, and its current auction market value in US dollars. The 1963 One Shilling was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, several years before the United Kingdom adopted decimal currency in 1971. These coins were struck in copper-nickel and circulated widely throughout Britain for everyday purchases. The year 1963 saw very large production numbers, with both the English reverse and Scottish reverse designs being minted in the tens of millions. Because of these high mintages, the standard 1963 One Shilling is considered a common date rather than a rare issue. Even so, the coin remains popular with collectors because it represents the classic pre-decimal British monetary system. It is an affordable way to own a piece of British history and is often collected as part of complete Queen Elizabeth II shilling sets. The obverse of the 1963 One Shilling features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, surrounded by the traditional Latin inscription. The reverse exists in two main designs. The English version displays 3 lions within a shield topped by the royal crown, while the Scottish version features a lion within a shield beneath the crown. The coin measures approximately 23.6 millimeters in diameter, weighs about 5.65 grams, and is made from durable copper-nickel with a reeded edge. Although the standard coin is common, collectors carefully inspect examples for striking errors, unusual die varieties, or exceptionally well-preserved surfaces, as these can significantly increase value. When discussing a damaged condition 1963 One Shilling, it is important to understand that damage usually reduces collector value. Heavy scratches, corrosion, cleaning, bent edges, holes, stains, or other forms of damage make the coin less desirable. Since millions were produced, collectors generally prefer attractive examples over damaged ones. However, not every damaged coin is worthless. If a damaged coin also displays a genuine mint error, such as an off-center strike, double strike, or another verified minting mistake, it may still attract strong collector interest. Similarly, coins with documented provenance or unusual characteristics can sometimes sell for much more than ordinary pieces. Let's talk about value. A typical 1963 One Shilling in damaged condition usually sells for only about 10 cents to $1, depending on the severity of the damage and whether the coin is still identifiable. Average circulated examples are generally inexpensive because of their large mintage. Nice uncirculated coins often sell for around $1 to $2, while exceptional certified examples may bring higher prices. At auction, a standard damaged coin rarely attracts competitive bidding. However, if experts confirm a genuine mint error or another rare feature, the final auction price can increase substantially, with specialized error coins sometimes selling for tens or even hundreds of dollars depending on the rarity and collector demand. As always, extraordinary prices apply only to exceptional coins, not ordinary damaged examples. If you own a 1963 One Shilling, avoid cleaning or polishing it, as cleaning usually reduces its value. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent further wear and compare it carefully with reference images to determine whether you have the English or Scottish reverse. Check for unusual errors, doubled lettering, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies. If you believe your coin has something unusual, consider having it authenticated by a professional grading service before offering it for sale. Following major coin auctions and comparing certified sales can also help you understand current market trends and realistic selling prices. The 1963 United Kingdom One Shilling is a fascinating reminder of Britain's pre-decimal currency system. Although it is historically significant, it is not a rare coin in ordinary or damaged condition because millions were minted. Most damaged examples are worth only a small amount in today's market, while exceptional mint state coins or genuine mint error examples can command much stronger prices. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom One Shilling 1947 coin in fine condition. At first glance, it may seem like just another old British coin, but many collectors are curious about whether it could be worth more than its face value. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1947 One Shilling, its unique design, its rarity, collector demand, and its current auction market value in US dollars. We'll also discuss what makes certain examples far more valuable than ordinary circulated coins and share some useful collecting tips. So, stay with us until the end because this coin has an interesting story that every coin enthusiast should know. The 1947 United Kingdom One Shilling was issued during a significant period in British history. Following the end of World War II, Britain was rebuilding its economy, and changes were made to the country's coinage. One of the biggest changes occurred in 1947 when silver was removed from circulating British coins. Before 1947, shillings contained 50% silver, but starting that year, they were struck in copper-nickel, making the 1947 issue the very first non-silver circulating shilling of modern Britain. The coin was produced during the reign of King George VI, whose portrait appears on the obverse. Millions of these coins entered circulation and were used in everyday transactions across the United Kingdom. Although they are common compared to earlier silver shillings, they remain historically important because they mark the beginning of a new era in British coinage. The obverse of the 1947 One Shilling features the left-facing portrait of King George VI, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget. Around the portrait is the Latin inscription identifying him as king and emperor. The reverse displays the beautiful crowned English lion standing on top of the royal crown, a design created by George Kruger Gray. Around the edge is the denomination, 1 shilling, along with the date, 1947. The coin measures approximately 23.5 millimeters in diameter and weighs about 5.65 grams. Since it is made from copper-nickel rather than silver, it has a distinctive silvery gray appearance and excellent durability. Collectors also examine these coins carefully for strong details in the lion, crown, lettering, and king's portrait. Well-preserved examples with minimal wear are naturally much more desirable than heavily circulated pieces. One of the most common questions asked by collectors is whether the 1947 One Shilling in fine condition is rare. The answer is that, in general, it is not considered a rare coin because tens of millions were minted for circulation. Many examples still survive today. However, collector demand remains steady because this coin represents the first year of Britain's post-silver shilling series. Many collectors building complete King George VI collections or British typesets actively seek a nice example from 1947 in fine condition. The coin typically shows moderate circulation wear, but the major design elements remain visible. While this grade is collectible, it is not especially scarce. Truly rare examples are those preserved in uncirculated, mint state, or specially struck proof condition. Collectors should also watch for unusual minting errors such as off-center strikes, clipped planchets, double strikes, or dramatic die varieties. These unusual errors can make a 1947 One Shilling significantly more valuable than a normal circulated example. Now let's discuss the value that most viewers are interested in. Standard 1947 United Kingdom One Shilling in fine condition generally sells for around $1 to $5, depending on eye appeal and market demand. Examples graded very fine often bring between $5 and $12 USD. Coins in extremely fine condition may sell for approximately $15 to $40 USD. Brilliant uncirculated examples frequently sell for $50 to $150 US, while superb certified mint state coins with exceptional preservation can occasionally reach $200 to $500 US or more at major auctions. If a 1947 One Shilling is discovered with a significant mint error or an exceptionally high professional grading score, competitive bidding can push its value even higher. However, these premium prices apply only to genuinely rare, certified examples and not to ordinary circulated coins. If you own a 1947 One Shilling, begin by examining its condition under good lighting. Sharp details, original surfaces, and minimal scratches all increase its appeal. Avoid cleaning the coin because cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce its collector value. Consider storing the coin in a protective holder or archival quality flip to prevent additional wear. If you believe your coin has an unusual error or is in exceptionally high-grade condition, professional authentication and grading can help determine its true market value. It is also worthwhile to compare your coin with recent auction sales, since collector demand and prices can change over time. Learning to identify authentic mint errors and understanding grading standards will greatly improve your success as a collector. The United Kingdom One Shilling 1947 is an important and historic British coin because it marked the transition from silver to copper-nickel coinage after World War II. Although a coin in fine condition is generally common and usually worth only a few dollars, it remains a meaningful addition to any British coin collection. Higher grade examples, certified mint stake coins, and rare mint errors can command much stronger prices in today's auction market. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom One Shilling 1954 coin. At first glance, this silver-colored coin may seem ordinary, and many people may have one tucked away in an old coin collection or inherited from family members. But could a circulated 1954 One Shilling actually be worth more than its face value? In this video, we'll explore the history of this classic British coin, its unique design, how rare it really is, what collectors look for in circulated examples, and how much it can sell for at auctions in US dollars. Make sure you stay until the end, because some high-grade and exceptional examples have surprised collectors with impressive auction results. The 1954 United Kingdom One Shilling was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, only a short time after her coronation. It was one of the first shillings to feature the young portrait of the Queen, designed by Mary Gillick. The reverse design displays the traditional crowned English lion standing proudly on top of the royal crown, a symbol of Britain's strength and heritage. The coin was struck in cupronickel, replacing the earlier silver composition that had disappeared from British circulating coinage years before. Millions of these coins were produced for everyday use across the United Kingdom, making them a familiar sight in shops, banks, and marketplaces during the 1950s. Because they circulated heavily, many surviving examples today show moderate to heavy wear. The 1954 One Shilling has several features that collectors appreciate. It measures approximately 23.5 millimeters in diameter and weighs about 5.65 grams. The obverse features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II surrounded by the traditional Latin inscription identifying her as Queen. On the reverse, the crowned lion standing on the royal crown is one of Britain's most recognizable coin designs. The date, 1954, appears below the design, making it easy to identify. Collectors also examine the sharpness of the lion, the Queen's portrait, the rim, lettering, and original mint luster. Even among circulated coins, examples with strong details and minimal scratches are more desirable. Although the 1954 One Shilling had a large mintage and is generally considered a common date, collector demand remains steady because it belongs to the early years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. A normal circulated example is not especially rare, but attractive pieces with less wear are always preferred. Damaged coins, including those with scratches, corrosion, dents, cleaning marks, or bent edges, are much less valuable. However, some collectors still purchase damaged examples if they need them to complete a collection on a limited budget. Coins with unusual minting errors, off-center strikes, or other verified mint mistakes can be significantly more valuable, even if they show circulation wear. Authentication is essential before assuming a damaged coin is a rare error. The market value of a 1954 United Kingdom One Shilling depends greatly on its condition. A well-worn circulated coin typically sells for around $1 to $5. A better quality circulated example with clear details may bring $5 to $15. Coins in extremely fine condition often sell between $15 and $40, while brilliant uncirculated examples can reach $40 to $100 or more, depending on eye appeal and demand. Professionally graded coins with exceptional preservation or outstanding toning have occasionally sold at auctions for over $150 to $300. While these higher prices are uncommon, they demonstrate how condition plays a major role in determining value. Most ordinary circulated coins found in collections remain affordable, but exceptional examples continue to attract serious collectors. If you own a 1954 One Shilling, avoid cleaning or polishing it, as this can reduce its collector value. Instead, handle the coin by its edges and store it in a protective holder to prevent additional wear. Carefully inspect the date, rim, lettering, and overall condition. If your coin appears unusually well preserved or displays a possible mint error, consider having it authenticated and professionally graded. Comparing recent auction sales can also help you estimate its current market value. Patience is important, as rare high-grade examples often achieve stronger prices when offered through reputable coin auctions. The 1954 United Kingdom One Shilling is an important piece of British numismatic history and one of the early coins of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. Although most circulated examples are relatively common and affordable, they remain popular among collectors because of their historical significance and attractive design. The finest preserved coins and genuine mint error examples can command much higher auction prices, making this classic British coin an exciting collectible to own. Next up, the United Kingdom One Shilling 1966 coin in fine condition. At first glance, this coin may seem like an ordinary piece of British pocket change, but many collectors are curious to know whether it has become valuable after decades in circulation. We'll explore its history, design, rarity, collector demand, and the prices it can bring at auctions. If you enjoy learning about rare and valuable coins, make sure to stay with us until the end because this classic British coin has an interesting story to tell. The United Kingdom One Shilling has a long and proud history that dates back hundreds of years. The 1966 One Shilling was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period when Britain still used the traditional pre-decimal currency system. At that time, 20 shillings made £1, and the 1 shilling coin played an important role in everyday commerce. The 1966 issue was struck just a few years before the United Kingdom changed to decimal currency in 1971. Because of this, it represents one of the last generations of the classic British shilling. Millions of these coins circulated throughout the country, making them a familiar sight in shops, markets, and banks during the 1960s. The obverse of the 1966 One Shilling features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. Around the portrait appears the Queen's official Latin inscription. The reverse displays the beautiful crowned English lion standing proudly on top of the royal crown, a design created by English artist Eric Sewell. This elegant artwork became one of the most recognizable designs on British coinage. The coin is made from copper nickel, weighs approximately 5.65 grams, measures 23.5 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge. Its durable composition allowed millions of these coins to survive circulation, which is why many examples can still be found today. Although the 1966 One Shilling is over half a century old, it is not considered a rare date. The Royal Mint produced tens of millions of these coins, meaning they remain relatively common among collectors. A coin in fine condition usually shows moderate wear from circulation, but all major details remain visible. Collectors often purchase fine condition examples to complete affordable collections of pre-decimal British coins. Demand increases when a coin has exceptional eye appeal, original surfaces, attractive toning, or an unusual striking error. Error coins, such as off-center strikes or dramatic die varieties, are significantly scarcer and can command much higher prices than standard examples. Even though ordinary circulated coins are common, they continue to attract interest from collectors who appreciate British history and vintage coinage. For a standard 1966 United Kingdom One Shilling in fine condition, the typical collector market value generally ranges between $1 and $5, depending on its appearance and the seller. Coins in very fine condition often sell for around $5 to $10 USD. Examples graded extremely fine may reach approximately $10 to $20 USD. Brilliant uncirculated coins with excellent preservation can sometimes sell for $20 to $50 while professionally graded specimens with outstanding quality may bring even higher prices at specialized coin auctions. If a rare mint error or exceptional variety is discovered, auction prices can rise dramatically, with some unusual examples selling for over $100. Depending on rarity, certification, and collector demand. If you own a 1966 One Shilling, begin by examining the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for clear details in the Queen's portrait, the lion design, and the lettering around both sides. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can reduce its value to collectors. Store the coin in a protective holder or coin capsule to prevent scratches and environmental damage. If you believe your coin has an unusual error or is in exceptionally high grade, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. Keeping up with recent auction results can also help you understand current market trends and determine whether your coin may be worth more than expected. The United Kingdom One Shilling 1966 remains an important piece of Britain's pre-decimal coinage history. While most examples in fine condition are affordable and widely available, they continue to hold strong appeal among collectors because of their classic design, historical significance, and connection to the final years of the shilling era. Although standard coins are generally worth only a few dollars, high-grade specimens and genuine error coins can attract much stronger prices at auction. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom One Shilling 1955 coin, especially examples found in rusty or heavily damaged condition. Many people discover old British shillings in inherited collections, forgotten drawers, or mixed coin lots and immediately wonder if they could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. While most rusty 1955 One Shillings are common circulation coins, certain rare varieties, exceptional preservation, or unusual minting errors can attract surprising attention from collectors. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1955 One Shilling, its unique features, collector demand, and the realistic auction values you can expect in today's market. The 1955 1 shilling was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, only a few years after her accession to the throne in 1952. The coin was part of Britain's traditional pre-decimal currency system, where 20 shillings equaled £1. Millions of these coins entered circulation and were used daily throughout the United Kingdom for shopping, transportation, and ordinary purchases. Because of this heavy circulation, many surviving examples today show extensive wear, scratches, discoloration, corrosion, or environmental damage. Although the coin itself is not considered rare by date, it remains an important piece of British numismatic history and is collected by enthusiasts around the world. The obverse of the 1955 1 shilling features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by sculptor Mary Gillick. Around the portrait appears the Latin inscription identifying the Queen. On the reverse is the traditional English lion standing proudly on the royal crown, one of the most recognizable designs in British coinage. The coin was struck in cupronickel, which normally resists rust because it contains no iron. Therefore, if a coin appears rusty, the color is often caused by corrosion, environmental staining, mineral deposits, or chemical damage rather than true rust. Collectors should also inspect the coin for unusual mint errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or double details, since these characteristics can significantly increase value regardless of the coin's overall condition. A standard 1955 1 shilling in rusty, corroded, or heavily damaged condition is generally not considered rare, mainly because millions were minted and many survive today. Most collectors prefer coins with original surfaces and minimal wear. As a result, damaged examples usually have only modest value. However, there are exceptions. If a rusty coin displays a confirmed mint error, an unusual striking variety, or has a well-documented provenance, collectors may still compete for it at auction. Error coin specialists often value rarity over appearance, making even damaged examples desirable when they possess unique characteristics that cannot easily be found elsewhere. The auction value of a 1955 United Kingdom 1 shilling depends almost entirely on its condition and whether it has any special features. A heavily worn or rusty example typically sells for around $1 to $5. A cleaner circulated coin with better eye appeal may bring $5 to $15. Uncirculated examples with original luster can reach $30 to $100 or more, depending on quality and certification. If a genuine mint error or an exceptionally rare variety is discovered and authenticated by a professional grading service, auction prices can climb into the hundreds of dollars, and in rare cases, outstanding examples have sold for over $1,000. These high prices are uncommon and should not be expected for ordinary rusty circulation coins. If you own a 1955 1 shilling, avoid cleaning or polishing it, even if it appears rusty or stained. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce collector value. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent further deterioration. Carefully inspect it under good lighting for unusual errors or design differences, and compare it with known reference examples. If you believe your coin has an unusual feature or significant value, consider having it authenticated and graded by a reputable third-party grading service. Accurate identification is the key to determining whether your coin is simply an old circulation piece or a collectible rarity. The United Kingdom 1 shilling 1955 is a classic British coin that represents an important era in the nation's monetary history. Although most rusty examples are worth only a few dollars, they remain interesting collectibles and can occasionally surprise their owners if they contain rare mint errors or unusual varieties. Every old coin deserves a careful inspection before being dismissed as ordinary. You never know when a small detail could transform a common coin into an exciting auction discovery. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos about rare coins, valuable discoveries, and auction prices from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.